I think seeing you guys again is what excites me the most. You know, this is the part that I look forward to the most. I don't know what excites me. I just like our team. You know, I think we had a good summer. You know, and that sounds great, but now we have to, work on the floor and get all the different pieces together and then make them work together. But I'm excited by the talent we have on the team. I think we're in a good place mentally, physically, we're healthy. So that's what makes me excited.
Brad, tournament LA Times, Dr.
Yeah.
You've won an NBA championship in Boston.
Yeah.
What's it going to take for this team to win an NBA championship? And what does it take?
Well, I think every team has its own journey. I don't think there's one way to do it. You know, if you look at the champions of the last 20 years, they all did something different. They played differently. You know, if you look at the way Cleveland played and the way Golden State played, those are two completely opposite teams, at least the way they played. And yet, one of each won a title the last 2 years. So we're going to go on our own journey. There are things you have to do. We have to rebound better than we rebounded last year on the defensive rebounding. And the offensive rebounds don't affect us as much, but we were not a good defensive rebounding team, and that's something we have to do better if we want to win. We have to stay healthy, obviously, and we just got to keep growing as a team. Our regular season record over the last 3 or 4 years says that we're one of the better teams. Now we have to back that up in the playoffs.
Dan Oikebe, Southern California. Doc Paul today announced that this would be his last season.
Yeah.
He kind of talks about taking stock of things. Based on your history with him, will you take extra stock of things over the course of the year? Will you kind of view it as a farewell tour for your guys' kind of professional relationship?
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's separate than us trying to win a title, but Paul has meant a lot to me, obviously. When you win a title with someone, just like him and KG and the whole group, you're connected with that person, those people for the rest of your life, and you should be. So, someone asked me what will Paul leave as a legacy, and I think more kids should actually watch Paul Pierce play than some of the other players because of the way he plays. Paul's not going to be in a lot of highlights, but when you watch how he played and fundamentally how well he played, I think that's actually what kids should really watch, is how he did it without using his athleticism that he actually had.
How are you guys going to use him differently this year, or are you going to use him differently?
We're going to play him at the 4 more than 3 probably. We probably did that more last year as well. But other than that, not much, no.
Mark Eisler, Los Angeles News Group. Doc, Chris, Blake, the agency, is that going to be a problem, or do you know?
Well, you never know. But no, we're not, honestly, I'm not focused on that. I know that's going to be in the future. But right now, we're focused on the now. I mean, I have to focus on the team right now and where we're trying to go. And obviously, that will take care of itself. So that's more my focus, Mark. I know it's going to be a discussion. I'm not going to answer it all week, all year, but I get it. It's part of the discussion, but our focus will be this season. No, I don't think they'll have any impact at all, chemistry-wise. I think both of those guys love where they're at, and they both want to win a title, and we're going to try to help them do that.
Doc, has the team yet had any conversations about any potential political statements coordinated as a team?
Yeah, we've had that. I think, that's still in discussion. If you know me well enough, obviously we talked about it. It's a very relevant and important issue. And whatever we do, we'll do as a group. We'll do together, hopefully. But I'm happy that we're having those discussions. I think they're important discussions, and I love the fact that we actually are talking about things other than basketball. I think that's all good.
Specifically, when you have these conversations, what are the guys, the staff, what are you grappling with specifically?
Well, we're not grappling with anything, honestly. I think what the group is probably what we've discussed so far is just the issues. You know, not the results, because none of us are smart enough to figure that out. The conversation that we're all having, I think is an important conversation. And so, you know, without going into it too much, we're having conversation about the subjects that everyone else is having conversations about. And that's probably why there's protest work, because of that.
Hey Doc, Michael Duarte, NBC LA, how are you?
How are you?
How do you view and see the Kevin Durant decision? Because on one hand, on paper, it kind of creates more of a gap between you guys and the Warriors. But on the other hand, he comes off the Thunder, maybe they take a step back. You know, Houston lost Dwight Howard. So how do you guys see that just from your perspective?
I don't look at it any way you just said. I don't agree with any of that. So, I mean, really, we like our team. I can't go into their team, Oklahoma's team. That's not for me. I like our team. I think we can play with anybody, and we don't feel like there's a gap. You know, but that's all we have to prove that. I think everyone has to prove that. And, you know, I know history very well in this league, and there's been a lot of super teams put together, quote unquote super teams, and I know the history. So I feel comfortable where we're at.
Doc, Nick Hamilton, Rebel Media. When you formulate relationships with your players, like Paul Pierce was retiring, then obviously KG just pretty much retired. You said that you offered him a spot before retirement. Where do you see KG? Do you see him coaching? Do you see him upstairs management? Where do you see his future?
I think Kevin can go anywhere he wants to go. You know, I think he has a lot to give to the game. You know, guys after they retire, sometimes they want a break. Sometimes they want to give back. You know, their gift, and sometimes they just want to get away from all of us. And I think we're going to see that in time, what Kevin wants to do. I think he's smart enough to do any of the things that are jobs in our league. You know, I think time will tell whether he wants to do any of those things or not.
Hi, Doc. Eric Geller, KCAA Open Season. The significance of DeAndre winning a championship, an Olympic gold medal, and how can that help you, the whole team, as well as him individually, and how that works out?
Well, I know winning helps winning, you know, and so I think it's, DJ had a great summer. I thought it was probably, in my opinion, so far at least, the most important summer of his career. You know, I think seeing the work ethic of all the other players, being around them all the day, feeling what winning feels like, you know, giving himself up for a team in a short period of time. I think all those things are great for DJ. So I expect him, you know, in some ways to be the most improved this year because of the summer he had.
Two more questions for Doc.
Kelsey Lynn, Run the Triangle. So I know that you coached Paul Pierce when he was with the Celtics, and you're coaching him now, and this is his last season. What preparations or changes are you guys making with your team, or how are you guys feeling about the changes that are being made?
Well, I love the preparations we've made. I think, again, this is the deepest, most talented group that I've had since I've been here. And we understand that there's a lot of other deep and talented basketball teams around the league. And I think that's why this year should be great. It should be a great basketball year in general. You know, with Paul, obviously, you knew retirement was coming soon, you know, and, you know, I think I like the way he's doing it. I like the way he's approaching it, especially mentally. And, you know, so it'll be a good ride. I'm glad I'm on the ride with him.
Josh Martin, Bleacher Report. Doc, considering how last season ended and what could be coming about for this season with Paul retiring and some of your key guys going into free agency, is there a different feel than before coming to this season? Is there a different sort of sense of urgency or anything like that where you feel like there's more?
No, I don't think there's any more urgency than last year, you know, or the year before. You know, I think if you drove to San Antonio or flew, they would probably give you the same answer. In Oklahoma, in Golden State, you know, I don't think your urgency changes when you're in the discussion, you know, of one of the teams that possibly could win it. There's an urgency. If you don't have the right urgency, you won't win. So I don't think it changes because of anything else other than we've not won. And we want to, and we want to prove with this group that can happen.
One last question.
Doc, LT Rose of TT Sports. After watching Austin play last year, and the team, how would that affect you guys come into the upcoming season? I mean, it was really classy to see the way the team fought. So how did that carry over into your training camp?
Well, I can tell you we don't want to have that happen, where, Blake if you're not playing in the playoffs. But I thought our bench did respond, and they tried. I mean, they played excellent overall. I think last year our bench was third in the league in scoring. The much maligned bench actually had a hell of a year last year. But we want to be even better. I thought Austin's growth through the playoffs and through the season was great. I think the guys we've added, with Maurice and Raymond and Brandon, we've added some good veterans to our bench as well, and that's something I really look for. Alan Anderson, toughness. So we added what we needed to add to our team with the resources that we had. And so I think that's another step for us to becoming the team we want to become.